All right, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's going to be, a video breaking down Daniel 6. Now, Daniel 6 is a mighty, mighty, mighty chapter through the Spirit. Because it just shows you how smart our people is, and it shows you how the other nations will hate on you when they see you succeed. And it's nothing new under the sun. In today's time, when you succeeding, when you on high, right? She say you work at a job and you get the manager, you the manager, you got the raise, right? You get a raise, then you get moved up to be the manager at the job. Them other nations, that so-called white man, the Chinese man, they not gonna like that. They don't want to see no so-called black man over them. Hey, nobody, no other nation wanna. They might do it because they have to, because they don't got no other choice. But no other race of people want to see us above them, and it shows you in Daniel 6. Let me get that precept. Let me get this precept real quick. No, it's in Ecclesiastes, I think. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So it's no new thing under the sun, man. So these other nations don't like to see us above them or like to see us doing good. Look at Black Wall Street. If anybody don't know about Black Wall Street, look up Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had everything, man. We had our own little community. But they didn't like to see that, because we weren't dependent on them. They seen that we wasn't dependent on them. They seen we was getting our own stuff more than them. So guess what? They had to bum it down, because they didn't like to see us succeed. They don't like to see us doing good. They don't like to see us. They like to see us as niggas. They like to see us killing each other. They like to see us slanging dope. They like to see our women being harlots. They don't like to see us, being making good money, staying out the streets, taking care of our families, getting our household in order, reading the Bible. They don't like to see stuff like that. That makes them upset. Jake think, oh, I got a gun, I got a pistol on my side. Yeah, they don't like that. They scared of me. Nah, they don't fear that. Well, you with your butt cheeks out, they don't fear that. They fear you with your pants pulled up, you educated, you got a Bible in your hand, and you not ignorant. That's what they fear. They're like, oh man, oh my God, this man can change the game. Sure. They don't like that. So let's get Daniel 6. Same thing with our forefather Daniel, which was a so-called black man, yes. Now check this out. Now Daniel was in captivity, but yet he had the rulership above these other nations. Why? I'm gonna show you why in a minute. This Daniel chapter 6. It pleased Darius to sit over the kingdom and 120 princes, which should be over the whole kingdom. And over these three presidents, of whom Daniel was first. Amen. So if you want to be technical, if you want to be technical, Daniel was really the first black president. Think about it. Daniel was really the first black president ever. He was set above all of them. He was set first. Daniel was set above these heathens. Daniel was set above these heathens. It says, over these three presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the princes might give accounts unto them, and the king should have no damage. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents. He was above the presidents and the princes, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole realm. So Daniel was set above all them. Why is that? Let's go to Daniel 1:20. He was set above all them other nations, all the heathen. And they don't like that. They don't like to see Daniel above them. Daniel 1:20. In all matters of wisdom and understanding that the king inquired of them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and astrologers that were in all his realm. So he found Daniel, and the brethren 10 times smarter than the people that he already had, the heathen. So that's why he was moved up, because Daniel was smart. He had the Most High on his side, man. That's why you don't let nobody tell you that you can't make a living in captivity. Because we got Joseph did it. You know what I'm saying? We see Daniel doing it. When the Most High, when the Spirit of the Lord on you, man, anything is possible. Anything is possible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. That's why I say he had a good spirit on him. He had an excellent spirit was in him. He was honest. He was real. He had did everything decently in order because he kept the law. He understood how things were supposed to be ran because he was in the law. The other nations they didn't have the law, so they didn't understand how to move as a man. Daniel did. He had the law. He understood what's supposed to be done and what should not supposed to be done. That what separated Daniel from these heathen. That would separate us from the heathen still to this day because we have a law that Christians like to say is done away with. So it said, what was it? Verse 5. Then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find no, verse 4. Then the presidents and princes, the people that he was above, sought to find occasion against Daniel. So they trying to find something against Daniel. And Daniel ain't did nothing to them. All Daniel was doing was his job. And you have them hating on Daniel. They trying to find some fault in Daniel. Something to accuse him of. To get him punished. To get his position snatched down so they can take over his position. They trying to find, that's what these heathen do to this day. They do that stuff still to this day. But they could find none occasion nor fault. So they couldn't find nothing in Daniel, man. Same thing they tried to do to Yahushua. They tried to find some fault in Yahushua. They couldn't find nothing in Yahushua. Then said these men, we shall find any 5. Then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel except we find it against him concerning the law of God, of his God. And that's madness, man. That's so wicked, bro. That's so wicked. They understand, well, dang, I can't find nothing in Daniel, so let's go to his law. Let's get him in the law. Because we know he's not going to do nothing that's against his law. We can attack him. We know we see Daniel keeping the law. We see him reading that. We seen him getting into the Torah. We seen him looking into it every day. He praying every day. So let's attack him where it hurts. Let's get him into the law. Let's take him away from his law. Let's attack him in the law. And that's off, man. Verse 6. Then these presidents and princes assembled together. So they came together. They all walked. This is heathen for you, bro. This is the heathen for you, man. Daniel when they're nowhere in sight. They plotting on Daniel behind his back. He don't even know it. Now, they just imagine the heathen. They walking to the king. They all coming together. They all walking side by side, walking to the king, trying to get David caught up. That's wicked, man. They meditated on that, man. That's something that they meditated and came together and thought about. How can we get this man Daniel caught up? We got to get him in the law. Now, you can't tell me that's wicked. You can't tell me that's not wicked. And they'll do that to this day, man. Hey, man, let a so-called black man, and they, like I said, they doing this to this day. A Jake that's over them, a manager, they gonna try to find any fault in him. Anything to talk about him behind his back. Hey, you seen Jamal, man? Man, Jamal, he did, man. I don't know why he's manager over us. And he always messing up. He's coming in 2 minutes late. He coming in with that tight suit on. He think he knows everything. He telling me what to do. I should be telling him what to do. I've been here longer than him. They will hate on you. And the first time you slip up, man, they coming together. They on the phone. Hey, let's go and so we gotta go tell so and so, man, because that's not right. They going to snitch on you. Do one little thing. It could be the littlest thing. You come in work. You been in traffic, and you the manager. You don't have to tell. You don't owe them nothing. You don't have to tell them nothing. But you come into work 1 minute late because you done been going through it, man. You had a rough day. They gonna cause a big scene about it. That's what they're gonna be talking about. Oh man, Jamal came in 1 minute late. How you gonna learn? Now Jamal been on time all the rest of the days, but this one time Jamal come in 1 minute late. Oh man, how can Jamal be a manager over us, man? Put this black man over us, man. He always coming in late. They can never be on time. Those monkeys can never be on time. They always late. Why would you even think about putting him as a manager? He can't even be on time. The brother only 1 minute late, and that's his first time ever being late. He always be job to the job. He's 20 minutes early before anybody get there, getting everything ready for work. But the time this man is 1 minute late for work, it's a problem. Same thing with Daniel. Where was it? Verse 7. All the presidents of the kingdom, the governors and the princes and the council, all these people came up against Daniel. One man. They all came up against one man. That's like, that remind me of like the police. The police pull up on the Jake. They pull up deep, man. They pull up deep on one Jake. Why y'all need all y'all polices? They got like 10 polices against one Jake. He ain't even got no weapon on him. They always plot on us. They fear us, man. The governors and the princes, the councils and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree that whosoever shall ask a petition of any god or man for 30 days, save of thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of lions. And that all goes against, they all plotting on Daniel. They basically saying, all of them came together and basically saying, they're trying to stop him from talking to the Most High. They're trying to stop Daniel from, talking to the Most High, because they know that that's his source. They know that the Most High is his source. So in order for him because they know Daniel not going to do that. They understand that Daniel is not going to stop praising the Most High. But they got him caught up. They were like, man, if any man get caught praising any other God for 30 days, he shall be cast to the den of lions. So they caught Daniel up like that. They got him caught up. They got him within the law, man. They what the other nations do, man. They get you. If they can't get you and they know that you're keeping the law, they're going to attack you where it hurt at. They're going to attack you where they see you keeping the law at. Try to get them caught up. Now, O king, establish the decree. Now they telling him, hey, man, establish this decree. Establish this decree, that sign the writing that it be not changed according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which alter not. So they made him say it's not going to be changed, because they know that the king, once the king would have figured out that it's talking about that they trying to come at Daniel, he could have easily changed it. Like, nah, I ain't doing that. But they made him say, hey, man, you can't change that. You can't change that. So they called him up. Wherefore King Darius signed the writing in the decree. So he signed that thing, not even thinking about they talking about Daniel. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went to his house, and his windows being open in his chamber towards Jerusalem, he knelt upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God as he did aforetime. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying. So hey man, they went straight to Daniel. And they know that Daniel heard about it. So soon as they found out that it was written, soon as they seen that the king had signed it, they went straight. They went straight to Daniel. They had to go straight to Daniel. They caught him praying. Then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his God. Then they came near and spake before the king. That's off, bro. That's so wicked, bro. Like, bro, that's so wicked. If you think about it, they hating on this man. They don't like this man above them. Now think about this. I want y'all to think about this. Just think about this. Daniel wasn't, they had other. This how you know it was because of him being an Israelite. They didn't like him because of who he was. They were hating on him. Not because of his skin color, but because he was an Israelite. Because you had the Persians was the same color as this, maybe even darker. Now let me think about this. Y'all don't think that they had other Persians above them? Yes. They had other Persians in high rulership above them. But it hit hard with Daniel because he was an Israelite. That what made them hate that. Why is this Israelite above us? He's nothing. Like they look at us now. He's nothing. Why is he above us? He don't deserve it. He don't deserve to have nothing. That's what hit them hard. Just like in today's time, other white people don't care that other white people are above them in corporations. They don't care nothing about that. They like that. They don't mind that. But when a Jake or Israelite man or a woman get above them, nah, we can't have that. Nah, we ain't doing that. We gonna find something in that person. Nah, we finna get them caught up. That's what they do. This how you know this Bible real. Verse 12. Then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree. Hast thou not signed a decree that every man that shall ask the petition of any god or man within 30 days, save of thee, O king, shall be cast into the den of lions? The king answered and said, This is true according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which altered not. Verse 13, Then answered they and said before the king, That Daniel, which is of the children of the captivity of Judah. See, why they had to say that? Why they had to, all they had to say was Daniel. He wouldn't know who they was talking about, but they had to say the children of the captivity, trying to make him be as nothing. Regarded not thee, O king, nor the decree that thou hast signed, but maketh his the petition 3 times a day, snitching. Then the king, when he heard these words, was sore displeased with him, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him, and he labored to the going of the sun to deliver him. So the king trying to change it up. He's trying to be like, nah, he's trying to get that's Satan. He trying his best to get it overturned. But guess what they say? Verse 15. Then these men assembled unto the king and said unto the king, Know, O king, that the law of the Medes and Persians is that no decree nor statute which the king established may be changed. See, they made him swear that he wasn't going to change it. So he can't go back on his word. He can't do it. So they hate this man so much, they're finna get Daniel killed. And I ain't talking about just a quick death. You get your head chopped off. They put a needle in you, you die. They trying to get this. They hate this man so much. They want this man to be thrown into a lion's den, and ate up, tortured, ripped apart, all because this man is doing his job. All because this man. I'm telling you, man. These other nations, bro. I'm telling you, man. You have people trying to join hand to hand with the other nations. You're not going to join. That's what's going to happen. You join hand to hand with the other nations. You at the bottom with the other nations. You at the bottom, y'all struggling together. Y'all I'm gonna say this. Just say you trying to join hand to hand with Bob, Edomite Bob. Both of y'all working together. Let them give you the managing job and see if Bob still gonna be kicking it with you. See if Bob still gonna look at you the same. Let them give you a manager or a promotion, not Bob. Man, Bob gonna bear. All right. Then answered they and said before verse 16. Well, how much is that? Verse 16, I go 16. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto Daniel, Thy God, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. So, hey, man, these other nations know. And you have other people. I mean, these other nations know that he, the Lord, our God. They understood. And this is what Christianity messed people's mindset up. Christianity messed our people's mindset up. And these other nations knew that he was only the God of Israel. They understood that, but once Christianity came about, that's when he started becoming the God of everybody. The man just said, and he knew that Daniel God was real. He just said, Thou God, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. So he understood that the power of the God of Israel, he gonna deliver Daniel. He already knew that. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet and with the signet of his lords. And the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. Verse 18. Then the king went to his place or palace and passed the night fasting. Neither one instruments of music brought before him, and he slept, and his sleep went from him. Then the king arose very early in the morning. Cause you gotta think about it. Hey man. This man, the king, man, he liked it, Daniel. He understood that nobody, these what the other nations do. When they see that they benefit from you, when they see that you can help what they doing, they don't want nothing to happen to you. But as soon as you can't help what they doing, if Daniel was a dummy, the king would have never been fasting for Daniel. The king would have never been praying for Daniel. But he seen that he could benefit from Daniel. He seen that no other man was like Daniel, so he needed Daniel on his team. Same thing with football, right? You know, you're a 5-star athlete. You're a 5-star athlete in high school. I'm talking about you the number 1 athlete in the nation. Now you get hurt. You tore your ACL. Man, these coaches, they're not gonna want you no more. Why? Because you can't benefit them. Now, when you was a 5-star athlete, when you were bringing national championships to your school, and they was in your house. They calling you every day, checking on you. How you doing, son? You need anything? You sure? I'm gonna come by your house tomorrow and check on you. They coming by your house tomorrow checking on you, bringing you food. You know what I'm saying? Dancing with your family, having a good time. when you that 5-star athlete, but let you get hurt. Now you ain't got no stars no more. You hurt. You can't play for a whole season. They gone. They're not gonna care about you because they can't use you no more. How you gonna benefit them? Same thing with the king. He knew that Daniel was not like no other. He knew that Daniel was different. So he needed Daniel on his team. He didn't want Daniel to be eaten. Because you can't replace Daniel. How was he gonna replace Daniel? He didn't want Daniel to die. And it says, the king rose up early in the morning and went to the haste of the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a laudable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thou God whom thou servest continually able to deliver thee from the lions? Then said Daniel to the king, O king, live forever. My God has seen his angel and has shut up the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me. So, amen, the Lord shut up the lion's mouth to the point where they can't kill Daniel. Now imagine the people. Now imagine how the presidents and all the people that tried to get Daniel set up. Imagine him still being alive in the lion's den. Imagine how they was feeling. They was feeling sick. They might have threw up. Might want to kill themselves. Might were punching the air. They was upset about that. Seeing this man still alive and still was going to be ruling over them. That's a bad feeling when you a hater. It says, my God have sent his angel and has shut up the lion's mouth, that they have not hurt me, for as much as before his innocency was found in me. And also before thee, O king, have I done no harm. Then was the king exceedingly glad for him, and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den. No manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his God. So it wasn't no hurt found on Daniel. It was no scars on Daniel. It was nothing on Daniel because they didn't touch him. And the king commanded, verse 24, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel. So now the king, now this is judgment from the Lord, man. And you mess with the Lord anointed, when you bear false witness and try to get the Lord and get a man, Israelite man or woman caught up. This is your judgment right here, man. It came full circle on them. And the king commanded that they brought those men which have accused Daniel, and they cast them into the den of lions, them, their children, and their wives. So not only they got it 10 times, they got it 10 times more. Yeah, they got it tenfold. So not only did they get cast to the den of lions, their children and their wives got cast to the den of lions as well. Now imagine how you got to be feeling, right? Your children and wife, you know y'all finna die. Y'all in the lion's den for the lions. They are looking at y'all hungry, feeding out the mouth. They ain't ate in days. Now imagine how you got to be feeling. Imagine how you got to be feeling looking at your wives and kids crying. They're like, Daddy, help me. You can't do nothing about it. Now it's because of you. The mistake that you made is getting your family in the situation they're in right now. Imagine that feeling that they had to be having. Man, it's the Lord, man. That's the Lord. The Lord had put that on them. Watching your kids finna get eaten by a lion. You can't do nothing about it. You watching your kids get slaughtered. Your wife getting ate up. By the wickedness, man. You gotta think about it. Speaking as a man, the scriptures don't say this, but speaking as a man, you gotta think, hey, that could be judgment on them. You never know, because, hey, man, they had to go tell their wives what they was doing. They had to go talk. They had to be telling their wives about Daniel. They had to be gossiping to each other about Daniel. You never know. The women could have helped them come up with the idea. You know how women be. The women could have helped them, or I ain't gonna say all women, but Jezebel spirit women had to help him come up with the idea. You never know. So the Lord judging them too. They don't escape judgment as well. Now your children getting it too. So you never know how it was behind closed doors. But I knew their wife had to know about what they was doing. They wasn't stopping them. They wasn't telling them, no, don't do that to Daniel. He's a good man. They wasn't telling them that. And the king, verse 24, and the king commanded, and they brought those men which have accused Daniel, and they cast them into the den of lions, them, their children, and their wives. And the lion had the mastery of them, and break all their bones in pieces, or ever they came at the bottom of the den. So that, man, they got tore up. The king Darius wrote unto all people, nations, and languages that dwell in all the earth, peace be multiplied unto you. I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom men tremble and fear before the God of Daniel. They already knew. For he is the living God and steadfast forever, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be even unto the end. He delivered and rescued, and he worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who hath delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. So they seen that the miracle that the Most High did. They seen that the Most High delivered Daniel. So they put fear upon their heart because they understood that they gods can't do that. Them statues that they got, they're not going to deliver them out of a lion's den. They see that he the only living God. So he made a decree saying that they got to serve our God. So this Daniel prospered in the reign of Darius, in the reign of Cyrus the Persian. So this man Daniel prospered, man. The Lord, imagine how the Lord had this man protected, man. All the Lord, Daniel had faith, man. Daniel didn't lose faith. He didn't turn on the Most High. Imagine that. Of course, the Most High gonna allow this man to prosper, man. The Lord loves a man, this sister that has faith. You know, so this is my video through the Spirit, just to show you, man, that, hey, man. Let me get this precept. I'm gonna paraphrase it because I can't remember what it is. Revelation 3:8. I know thy works, behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and have kept my word, and have not denied my name. So, if the Lord open the door for you, if the Lord sees something in you, and He wants you to do something, ain't no man. It don't matter what they meditate on and think about, and what they try to do. No man can come against what the Lord got prepared already. No man. It don't matter if you're in captivity or not. No man can come. Even if they try, they're going to try. But no man can come against what you're doing. Period. Because you did not deny his name. You had faith in him. When things were getting tough, you still have faith in the Lord. So continue to build your faith up, Israel. And remember that nobody, hey man, you're going to have people that hate on you. They hate at Yahweh Shai. But hey man, when it's the Lord's will, no man can overturn it. No man can shut that door that the Lord opened for you. So with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bahashemi Hawashai. Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah.